Hey everyone, welcome back to Plot Twist. I'm your host, Danny Thomas,
And I'm your co-host, Luis Castillo.
and we are on episode 4, everyone, and we have a lot to talk about. A lot has happened since we last recorded, which for us was a couple days ago, and a lot has happened. So, before we get into it, there is something that I wanted to address that's happening in my life that might impact the show. We actually don't know yet. So, long story short, me and my family lost my grandmother, Sandra, who we all call Mima, 8 years ago next Tuesday. And we sued the hospital that she was at because of some malpractice and some negligence. And that trial is starting, sadly, on the day she passed away next week. And I am going to have to testify. The problem with that is where she passed away and also where my family is 8 hours from me. So I'm going to be visiting my mom and my extended family up north for probably a good minute. And we're still going to record the show, but we don't know yet how it's going to be impacting both my music reaction channel and the Plot Twist podcast. So I just wanted to keep that in mind and let you guys know. Obviously, we do pre-record. None of this is recorded the week it comes out, but like I said, me and Luis do not know yet how it's going to be impacted.
And we are not recording the trial, if that's what y'all were thinking.
No, I will talk about it when I am able to talk about it because, yes. But, yeah, we're going to try to bank some episodes before I go up north. But just want to let you know, in case we miss a couple weeks or like maybe 1 week or I don't know, that is why. I will try to record some minisodes, or we can even try to record minisodes and have them go out as during that week. We'll see. Like I said, our schedule's kind of up in the air. Just know like our time frame, like episode 3 literally comes out tomorrow for us. So that's like just letting you guys know like the time frame of like recording and all that. So yeah. Also we are gonna be talking some pop culture. So I deleted Threads last night, Luis, but before I did that, I seen something on there that didn't make me angry. Well, it did, but not the post making me angry. Something else I seen made me angry. I should have screen recorded it so I can bring it up on the show, but I didn't.
The
So that's
Gracie
why.
Abrams thing?
No, that's on Instagram, and no, that's not
Oh.
why.
Well, yeah.
I deleted Threads because it slowly for me started to look like Twitter, and I did not need that. But yeah, I did not tell Luis what it is because I wanted to get his honest and real reaction live on the podcast. But all I told him was it's political / pop culture, and this is why. And I thought it was perfect to bring it up in this episode because literally we just talked about Katy Perry last episode when we were comparing her and Lizzo's flop eras. And
Oh, yeah.
so this is the post. Apparently, our lovely, lovely administration is playing Firework while they're showing drone strikes in Iran. And this is Katy Perry's response to this. I am deeply appalled and angry to see Firework used on the White House TikTok account as a backing track for video footage of military strikes. I did not approve this. I was not asked, and I absolutely do not condone it. I wrote this song as an uplifting anthem of hope, healing, and inner strength for people going through their darkest personal moments. To use this as a message of to see this as a message of self-worth and uplifting weaponized to soundtrack destruction and violence is a complete violation of everything my song stands for. My music is for this one I didn't agree with when she said this because lately it has not been, but my music is for bringing people together, not celebrating warfare. Now, before I ask your opinion on this, I do agree with everything she said except for the end. And of course, in the comments, people are like, and Taylor has still not talked about it. I'm like, she has a couple songs about him. He's obsessed with her. If she was to get involved in talking about this, because they've also used Taylor's music to do something similar, then it'd be a headline and it'd be all about Taylor. It wouldn't be about the song being used for whatever it's being used for. So now, Luis, I am asking, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, That was going to be my next question. Have people tried to flip the script and say how many times have they used Taylor songs and she hasn't spoke out about it? Not that I'm saying that they haven't. Not that I'm saying that she would or she
No,
wouldn't.
some
Because
comments were saying that, but some were also like saying go Katy, because it's true though. Like I will agree.
yeah,
Like I agree with her on this. We talked about our
I
dislikes for
do.
her, but it's true. Why are they using a song about uplifting people as a backing track for destroying people's lives and an unjust war and people who should not even be over there that are our troops? Like we're never going to get political unless pop culture is involved. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, it was very important to bring it up on the podcast, considering we just talked about her, but also it fits in the theme of our show.
it does. And the thing is, like, circling back to Taylor in a minute. Did has there been any Trump rallies playing her music? I highly doubt it. I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it.
it. Mm-mm.
I haven't either. But onto the as for the Katy Perry thing, side of things, yeah, I actually applaud her for condemning this because like I don't maybe this is just me. But I'm very extreme when it comes to. I mean, I get it. Like, I'm not like violent, but I'm extreme in the sense of like I don't want certain people. And if I'm being honest, if I was these 10 years ago, I was a Katy Perry. Like, I wasn't a catty cat or whatever that she calls them,
Katy
but
Cat.
yeah, I wasn't one, but I was a fan to where I would have a problem with this because I
I
have
still
this
have a problem with it,
problem. Yeah,
regardless
I
of
did
liking her or
too.
not.
It's like it's like and I'm glad that Trump is not playing Taylor, and I'm glad Sabrina and Billy you know
Well, they
condemned
stopped
it.
playing Sabrina after
They
Sabrina
did.
condemned it.
Exactly, and that's what I mean. Like, and I'm proud of her of all of them for doing that because I don't want like we know what their brands are, and I don't want
Mm-hmm.
mine. And for someone for us who are podcasters and have a specific brand, I don't want us being associated with MAGA or
Exactly.
simply with any that's the hard part about fame is being associated or our names even being spoken by said person's mouth.
Yeah, and
That's how
clearly their social media expert is a Gen Z, which is even more heartbreaking,
yeah,
or
like
at least a
and
millennial because of how old the song is.
exactly. And the thing is like and I talked about this off camera how Tuesday is going to be my 3-year anniversary when I went to the Eras tour. I will lie if I didn't that I had a problem. Now, it's his right, and that's fine. But I had a problem with Mark Zuckerberg being there
Yeah. Oh, we
because
talked about this on the
he,
show last week.
yeah, it totally goes against what Taylor stands for. And I
Exactly.
feel like, although I think he took the daughters, but still, nonetheless, like, there's something about you going to the Eras tour, and kissing up to Trump a year later. There's just something about that. And if you can't understand that, you need to fix your moral compass
Exactly.
because a song like Firework goes against
And it is
everything that
uplifting.
MAGA is doing. It is.
She even has a foundation called the Firework Foundation. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. If I see more, like I said, I deleted threads, so I might not see it again. Which, if not, I'm fine with that. But
Yeah.
moving on to our last pop culture rundown that I brought. So I even said this on the podcast last week. Gracie Abrams dropped her third studio album last week, Daughter from Hell. I absolutely love it. Second favorite project of hers underneath Minor. Minor will always be my favorite just because I love all of those songs with all my heart and soul.
Yeah.
And people hate it, of course, even though it's number one in our chart, number one on the UK chart, because, real fans are the ones streaming it and getting it up there. The critics are the ones that hate it, which is funny because right before the album came out, Rolling Stone gave it a 4.5 out of 5. So I'm like, what critics don't like it? I don't know. But I wanted to play a video by a creator that I send Luis this guy all the time. You'll recognize his voice in a minute. But I watch him all the time. He talks about Taylor a lot. He talks about Olivia, Gracie. Let me find his name real quick because I don't really know it actually.
Well, he sounds posh.
His name on
Provided he's
Instagram
over 80.
is Guy Set Podcast. And here is the full
Oh,
video.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Okay, here it is.
Has everyone come around to this new Gracie Abrams album yet, or do we still need some time? Because I'm willing to give you as much time as you need. Okay, it's fine. Like, really, take all the time you need, but let me know when you do come back around. Because you will, because everybody always does. And in time, everybody's going to be like, oh, wait, this album is great. Didn't you mean to rhyme there? Completely unintentional. And everybody's going to be like, we were wrong. We were really wrong about this one. Because these songs are good. This album is really good. And well, yeah, her songs sound alike. So do everyone's. Except for like a few who have like an innate ability to change up their sound every few years, completely reinvent themselves in everything they've ever done to keep interesting and keep exciting. Mostly everybody else like sticks to what they know because they know their audience likes that. They do that for a reason. They don't want to change up because they know you like it. No worries. Just let me know. I'll be here. Does everyone...
Okay, before I ask your opinions, first of all, he's seen me resharing that on my story, which I love that. And my response to that, because I shared this in my story and I put a little paragraph to summarize it, because I'm not going to read it, but I said something to the effect of, true, they came around to Torture Post Department by Taylor. They came around to Midnights. They came around to practically every recent Taylor Swift album. They came around
and
to
1989.
Erotica. Yeah, they came around to Erotica by Madonna, because I've said this off camera. I can't remember if I said it on the show. People hated that album. In fact, people hated it so bad, they tried canceling Madonna over it.
And an album by Beyonce, but I forgot which one.
Was it Beyonce, like self-titled?
Oh, I think it was that one and Lemonade.
Which is crazy, because Lemonade is like one of the best R&B albums like ever fucking made.
It's its 10th year, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I agree with him 100%. People, I'm so sick. It seems like every fucking album that comes out nowadays, people are like, oh my God, I hate it. But yeah, me and Luis or probably every album, me and Luis are like saying the opposite. It's just, if you really love that artist.
It was always like that before. So when it came to an artist being autobiographical and writing their own songs, it was always like that. And sometimes I feel like with social media, I feel like some of those critics, like I said, are paid by corporate. Like they're paid to troll. And I think they're bots, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's our thoughts on that. Do you have any pop culture stuff before we get into the Cheetah Girls drama?
I mean, not really, other than I think we discussed this on last week's. See, we just recorded and I already forgot about they did the same thing with Halsey.
Yes, they did.
With her album.
With The Great Impersonator. Yes, they did. Yes. Free Halsey.
Yes. Free Halsey. And support independent artists.
We're going to say all these on every episode. In fact, I need to go back to last week's show notes, and I forgot to put the hashtag like I said I was going to. But yes, so Luis is going to be the ringleader for this next segment. But about 2.5 weeks ago, Disney announced that we are getting we have to circle back. We do have more pop culture, and this does tie into the Cheetah Girls. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
A few days ago, I was on Instagram, and the first thing that I seen was Raven-Symoné, because her name is Simone, giving her thoughts on getting a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And then a couple days later, like 2 days ago,
Palmer.
I found out Keke Palmer is getting one. Thoughts? What are your thoughts?
First of all, this is absolute excitement because
Miley just got one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're the first like Disney Channel Disney stars to get one. I mean, besides Minnie Mouse.
First Nick. Was it the first? Is Keke the first Nick star to get one?
I think the third, but don't quote me on it. But I was gonna say Minnie Mouse got one, but yeah, why wouldn't she? But I was gonna say, like, this is a perfect time for you to resume your Keke deep dive.
I am gonna be doing that soon, very soon. I'm doing it with I'm gonna restart with the Tequila and the Bean. I think we should watch that one together.
We should. But I'm very excited. Like, it's been a long time coming, no pun intended, for her to get a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Because technically, like, she was an icon before Disney. I think a lot of us can remember that.
Raven has been in this industry for 40 years. 37 technically, but she even said in the video 40 years. She is 40, but she said she's been doing it since she was a baby. So
Yeah,
it
she
is
was.
okay. I said Nick Stars. Raven was not on Nickelodeon from what I heard. Oh, yes, she was. Hanging out with Mr. Cooper. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was an ABC show.
I don't know. Well, technically it's on
Unless
Nick
it
and Night.
got.
It's on Nick and Night.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna
technically
say
she's a
that
Nick
it was
Star.
syndicate. Yeah, because they would syndicate because it did that with Full House later on.
So she's that's how I got into Full House. Okay, so they're gonna be in the class of 2027, so it's not gonna be anytime soon. Because Miley's was announced last year, so when they were trying to say that's why it got me confused. I'm like, wait, I thought Miley already got one. No, they announced it in 2025, but she didn't get it until this summer. So, and I always thought it was funny because literally Miley has a song called Walk of Fame on Something Beautiful. It's one of my top 5 on that album. And I'm like, wow, she really manifested that shit. Like, really.
She did.
But yes, so like I said, that's our thoughts. I think it was a long time coming. I've been a huge fan of Raven. Yes, I'm just now getting to Cheetah Girls, which we're going to talk about that. But I've been a fan of That's a Raven, Raven's Home since I was very little. College Road Trip is actually one of my favorite Raven movies of all time. Love that.
You know what? Her dream
I love
came
a road
true.
trip movie.
Her dream came true with working with Martin Lawrence.
Yes, I need to pull up her bucket list because I don't think I even told Luis what it fully was, but I watched something. It was an interview she did, and Martin was on that bucket list of male actors that she wanted to work with. And I think Martin Short's also on it too. I cannot remember. What is Raven-Symoné's co-star bucket list? Sorry, because she said it, so it should be as soon as Martin Lawrence, yes. Chris Rock. Yes, she did say Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell. Oh, I love fucking Will Ferrell. Okay. Yeah, so she has a long way to go, but I could see her working with all of these people, to be honest.
Yeah, I could too.
Okay, so yes, College Road Trip's one of my favorite films of hers. I love a good road trip film. Like, Tammy with Melissa McCarthy, that's a road trip film. Love that movie. So like I said before I remembered, about 2.5 weeks ago, it was announced by Disney that we are getting a 4th Cheetah Girls film called Cheetah Girls Next Gen. In fact, Raven, as she said in the video, obviously you couldn't see that, Luis, but she was wearing like a weave because she's on set and she doesn't really have hair anymore. So I'm assuming like her character gallery is gonna have a specific hairstyle, so she's wearing it now. They are currently in South Africa shooting it. Now, why we're talking about it, obviously it's exciting, so we're going to, but I had sent Luis something right after it was announced, but he probably might have seen it and I refreshed his memory, I don't know, but former castmate Kiely Williams' sister decided to open her big mouth and started some drama, and I decided Luis really wanted to talk about it, so he's going to lead the way. But before we get into that, I just now recently watched the first movie because Cheetah Girls wasn't really my generation. My generation was Camp Rock, Lemonade Mouth, Let It Shine, the Teen Beach films, Descendants, kind of Zombies, but I out-aged Disney when I was like, Casey Undercover was the last full show I watched, and that ended in 2019. But I just didn't get into Zombies, even though I was still watching. But yes, take it away, Luis.
Well, first of all, funny that you mentioned Casey Undercover because it ended 3 weeks before Zombies in 2018.
Okay, true then. But, okay, yeah.
But they reran, but then they would do the reruns, so I could see why they did. But anywho, so you could probably help me out with this because you kept up with it.
Yes, I did.
But I'm excited about this, and I want to talk about it because
I mean, we actually weren't excited at first, remember?
Yeah,
because we didn't know the full details yet.
Yeah, because this is a topic. This is going to be a reoccurring one about when it comes to like reimagine and reboots and how it can go one way or the other. And I always felt like it could, and it went both ways, and I like that. One, both Raven and Adrian are going to be back and co-executive producing it, and they're going to have
Sabrina Bryan's making a cameo. So technically, all the relevant Cheetah Girls are coming back.
Exactly. And Raven has a daughter. Like that's kind of predictive. What actually shocked me is that Adrian doesn't have a daughter, but she has a younger sister from her mom's marriage. But what didn't shock me is when, what like Danny was talking about, he sent me an update over the feud of Kiely Williams
And it's
with
technically
this.
now Keely and Adrian's feud because I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if
well,
this reignited anything, but it probably did. But it was more her
oh yeah.
sister who did it. It wasn't really Keely because apparently Keely can't fight her own battles. It seems like, which we knew this already.
Yeah. Well, who's the one that I thought it was Keely that called, like, said Raven and Adrian are fake, Sabrina's a pick me. I know the sister said something, but didn't
No, the
Keely
sister said
like
that. That's what the sister said.
I was
Because
like,
I watched a
yeah.
channel, I watched a reaction channel that sometimes reacts to drama stuff, react
Well,
to it, and that's how I got I got more details about it was because from that video. And the crazy thing, you guys, is Sabrina or Keely was Sabrina's maid of honor at her wedding.
yeah.
So if Keely was involved in what her sister said, wow, just wow.
So this is why it's called plot twist. I gonna try to be careful not to go there, but the thing is, and I'm gonna reference the star of the Hollywood Hall of Fame. Oh dear, how Keely was gonna react to that one.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw, so like Danny said, so the way the feud happened is that, and I did some
Technically, it
research, and
started in 3LW.
yes, that was gonna say it started off in 2002 with 3LW with the fried chicken, the Kentucky Fried Chicken throwing incident, and Notori,
Poor
and
Notori
her
Naughton. Ugh.
exactly. She like received the most, like, from that group. So
Yeah.
like I don't blame her. And
By the
that
way,
was
I'm
before
gonna
the Cheetah Girls.
Power. I know this is going off topic. Notori's in a very successful Stars franchise. It's on my list, and when I watch it, I'm gonna bring it up on the show. It's called Power. She plays, I think, the wife of a drug dealer. I can't remember, but it's a very successful. Like there was like 4 or 5 spinoffs. Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent are in this universe as well. Notori was recently on it in one of the spinoffs as well. So yeah, Notori is successful. Like unlike Keely.
Yeah. And that, well, yeah. Well, see, that's what I was gonna say, like, it expanding, from the Cheetah Girls with Raven and the Cheetah Girls 2, where like she referenced on The View of, oh, to her like TV mom, if it weren't for you, you all would have to bail me out of jail.
Yeah.
And I want to get to the live stream, because they did address it in the March 2020 live stream. It's still up there. Um
You want to pull it up?
and uh I don't have it, and I should have saved it. I mean, if you can pull it up while I'm
Hold
talking,
on.
if
I
you,
will.
but the specific part that I want to talk about is that she admitted, and that's what I actually respect about Keely. She was honest and she was self-aware, and she said like she was jealous of how famous Raven was, because Keely, and Danny can attest to this because we saw the first Cheetah Girls. I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but she's not really the best actress. Um, and which, you know what they said, there's no small parts, only small actors. That really does is important, because word goes around, and Disney's very anti-controversy in between this and this. I don't blame them for not booking her. You don't get invited, you get asked. And
Yeah.
that when she, what would you have done if you said that you were jealous? She did say she was jealous that Raven not only was her co-star, but the executive producer, because she did EP the first, or no, the second Cheetah Girls. And it and she even did this thing like, oh, I was on the Cosby Show too.
Well, yeah, Keely
Uh,
tried to. We're gonna see it because I think she brings it up in the video. I believe
mhm.
she was like, "Yeah, I auditioned for the role of Olivia Kendall too." So basically saying she's been jealous of Raven since Raven was 3,
Exactly.
or since they were both 3.
And
So I think they're the same age.
yeah, yeah, they are. But the outer point is that there's a thing, like, I mean, I get it. I would kind of be jealous too if like my boss used to be on the Cosby Show. But
Exactly.
the
Well, at the
thing
time
is,
before everything came out.
yeah, but the thing is, it's like, who the to put a light on it, is that who, it has to do with who you are. I know this sounds kind of, some would say, a cliche, but the thing is, especially in Hollywood, being a good person matters, and what goes around comes around, and good word goes around, good and bad, and your patterns repeat themselves. I mean, I remember, and Danny and I, that was another soul bonding moment. When we watched the reel, Adrian referenced it, and we knew
Yes, I
even
watched
the
that interview not that long ago too, when they had Notori on, and Adrian apologized
yes,
for her part in the 3LW stuff. And then I
exactly,
believe they shaded Kiely. They didn't say her name because they're bigger people than that. They were
yeah,
like something about to the words of like, oh, there's I don't know, but they shaded her in a way. I can't remember exactly.
yeah. They
Meaning like
describe how
there was another member that they don't want to talk
yeah,
about.
there was another member that was had a very mean girl behavior. And then of
Yeah.
course Keely responded and was like, Adrian is a fake friend, and I'm not gonna re rekindle anything. And she even said it to Raven on their reconciliation live stream, was like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, and honestly, Adrian, I don't think Adrian will be down for it, because Adrian has said on the reel, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And
And also,
look,
she's past this. They're in their 40s at this point.
exactly. And the
Like,
thing is,
Keely can't get the fuck
yeah.
over it, but yet they can. Like, come on.
See, that's what I mean. It's like, and Keely, you're a mom.
Yeah.
The fact that you're doing this, and that's the thing. Like, let's just say if you were to get invited back for the Cheetah Girls, how would that look like?
It would.
You would
I don't
not,
think
yeah.
half the cast would be back either. Like,
Mm-mm.
we
And the
know
thing
Raven
is,
wouldn't. Well, I think Raven would probably because again they moved past it. Well, at least we don't know what this did to it.
it would be a full-on bloodbath, because Raven and Adrian are going to be EPs, and
I mean, we knew
he,
that this was going to be what it was. They've been talking about
yeah,
this specific, well, not this specific premise, but this like the way it would work since going back to like what 2017, even 20,
yeah,
going to like about it would just be Galleria and Chanel, and that would be it. Like, I'm happy Sabrina's coming back because that has
yeah.
never been. She's never sat. I mean, let's be honest. It's probably because of her friendship with Keely, but she's never been involved in the discussion of what a Cheetah
Mm-mm.
Girls reunion film would be like. So I'm kind of glad. I have a feeling her cameo is going to be in the very beginning before they go to South Africa. I don't think she'll be in South Africa. Or
Yeah,
that's where I think she'll be. I don't think
yeah,
she'll be in the
because
meat. I don't think she'll be in the meat of this film.
yeah, because the thing is like you notice in the first film, both Raven and Adrian's characters had like family storylines.
Yeah.
The other two really didn't. They
Yeah.
referenced them, but they really didn't.
Like they don't really reference anything about Aqua other than she's from Texas. And the only thing they referenced of Dorinda, Doe, is that she had a sad upbringing, being in foster care.
Mhm.
Like I am gonna watch 2 and 3 just because that's who I am. Like when a new movie's coming out, I watch the whole franchise, even if they're not that good. But right now I've only seen the first because we are busy. Like we sometimes don't have sometimes we have to move our recording times around because But
Yeah.
I am curious to see where they're going to take Keely's character. From what I've heard from you and other just seeing clips, I know it's not
Well,
going to be as exciting as the
yeah.
other three, obviously.
Well,
But yeah,
all three films, Aqua was a foodie, as you saw with the hot sauce thing.
which I love.
They
Hot Sauce. I
got
can relate to that.
yeah. The other two, like, but again, it goes back to the small parts, small actors thing, because
Yeah,
they didn't know what to do with Aqua. Like, they didn't know what to do with her. Because in the second one, they were trying to make her a fashion designer. The third one, they were trying to make her like this like
oh yeah,
girl
you
that's
told me
like
like
boy
this
crazy.
like bubbly boy crazy type ditz person,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
and I
I
think
found the video. Do you want to watch the whole thing? It's only
oh
22 minutes, or
well, I was gonna. I mean, we, we see this was called plot twist. We didn't plan it.
no,
I mean, yeah, we.
I was trying to find a highlighted version where there was just the, like compilation of what was said. I couldn't, but I didn't realize how short it was. So if you want to watch the whole thing, we can.
I mean, yeah, we can like pause. I hope we don't get striked for it.
We
That's the
won't.
thing.
It's an Instagram live.
Yeah. So yeah, we can. This actually, yeah, we can, and this is what we're talking about, and we'll
Yeah,
react to it.
yeah. So we're gonna stop and pause. We're gonna give our commentary. I have it pulled up. Let me share my screen so that you guys can see it / hear it. Okay, hold on. Hope this doesn't affect our tech problems that we've been having. It shouldn't, but you never know. Okay, share. Okay, it's going to be sharing the YouTube video. Let me know. I'm going to play it. Let me know if you can hear it, okay?
I see it.
Okay, let me know if you can hear it. Do you hear it? Okay.
If
Raven,
that's the sound...
I know, I was just staring. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready to start.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. If he can hear it, then that means you guys can. So here we go. We're going to give our commentary. I will let me know when you want me to pause it.
Okay.
We are going to watch the full thing. It's only 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. Now, mind you guys, this is on Raven's account when she asked Keely to join.
Okay. I know, I was just staring. Sorry, I'm waiting to see if somebody will say yes to my request. But they haven't. I heard Keely was live. That's what I heard.
Oh, it's on Keely's account.
I would.
Let me see. Let me look on the top. I think it is on Raven's account.
Well, no, because
yeah, at the top, Raven-Symoné.
Oh, really?
But
because it said
No, but Keely must have been live, like spilling shit, and Raven's like, "Okay, let's settle this," you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
I would join her live right now.
Yeah, see,
she's live. Now it's gonna sit and be this. Now we're just gonna sit. And
I love Raven's laugh,
girl.
I do too.
I can't.
Mind you, she had just got married, I believe, right?
Peanut butter sandwich is
it was 2 months, 3 months before she got married.
Okay, but she was already with Miranda, though.
Yeah, she's kind of, she referenced that she's like living alone. I think in that same video.
Warm enough.
Ooh, she made it
just good enough.
Ooh, I just loved it. Mind you guys, and I want to talk about this too. This was the year of Disney reconciliations. Miley and Emily, you know, Lily and Miley reconciled. Selena and Miley ended their decade-long feud.
Oh, Demi and Selena.
No, they didn't. They just reconciled. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, duh.
Yeah, they had not a feud, but they like settled things this year.
Oh, and then the Jonas Brothers and Demi. Hence,
specifically Nick and Demi.
Okay, I'm back. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
But she's over there live. I'm making my sandwich and I'm on mine, so it's that kind of world.
Yes, it is, or it was.
Yeah. You know, that's how I came to the idea of doing this is during the pandemic, even though we haven't met during the pandemic. That's when I was like, okay, I'd rather just do podcasting.
Yeah, because live is a little stressful. I have thought about Twitch streaming some of my reactions for, music, but I'm like, I don't know. I'd be too stressed.
I would too. I'm thinking about doing it once we grow, but like right now it's better pre-tape.
Hey.
Okay. Here's
hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Hi, Mom.
I know.
Hi, Mom. Oh, hello, so, curly hair.
They're so cute. It's not. It's the worst.
Oh, it's so cute.
It doesn't do nothing for me.
Oh.
No. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I was nervous to talk to you.
I was nervous to talk to you.
It sounds like me when I'm in that.
Yeah, too bad we don't hear the promises thing,
Yeah, she sounds like I will admit, like that's how, because I'm kind of like that. But the thing is, here's the thing. She's 40 and she's a mom. I'm not, and I'm trying to I'm actually outgrown. I outgrew that behavior that you're gonna see.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look up how old she is. So we know how old she was 6 years ago. Hold on, because they're 40 now. Kiely Williams. Okay, she's 40 now, meaning she was about 36 6 years ago, or 30. Yeah, no, 34. So yeah, she was 34 here.
You do that, I think, I don't know.
Crazy.
I told my husband, I was like, I hope she just forgets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope I don't know. I'm scared.
Listen, you don't have to hold on to the pain to hold on to the memory. Janet said that, and I'm living by it.
Janet reference.
I was hoping. Thank God we watched it because I was hoping you would hear that.
I love Janet Jackson so fucking much.
Can you guess what
those are words.
Those
are words to live by.
What era was that? You just finished your deep dive not too long ago.
I'm not into Janet like that yet. I will be completely honest. I will get there though. That's how I am with all my artists. So.
Did she say that in the song though?
That might have been an actual Janet quote, I think.
Oh.
Because she's she's full of wisdom. I've seen interviews.
Yeah.
When I go down a rabbit hole, I go down to like little interviews. Like I've seen the era of Velvet Rope, self-titled, and All For You, which are my favorite albums. So I've seen interviews from that era.
But also fuck Justin Timberlake and Viacom.
I love her Demita Joe album, and that's the album that was destroyed by that incident.
Yes.
You were the only person that ever played me Bjork ever.
I'm a Bjorkster. Sure. Nerd.
All right.
Okay, Keely.
I have Bjork on my list, by the way.
What?
Oh, is that another album?
No, it's an artist. Bjork.
I just feel like, see, here's the thing. I feel like everything leading up to this moment has been more climactic than what's about to happen. Like they're expecting, the expectations are high, and I just don't, because I just never felt that way about you. I just never felt like you were that kind of person. You're not messy, and I know, like, I guess you say I'm messy, but
be completely honest with you guys.
I think it comes out.
Girl, you messy.
I don't.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I don't think Raven's messy, but me and Luis used to watch her podcast that she has with her wife, and there's been some moments.
Oh, we could talk about that on another show.
I do want to talk about that on another episode, because I want to be completely honest. I am a Raven fan. I still will support things that she does.
Yeah.
I would consider going back to watching her podcast. There was just something that happened, which we will talk about in another episode, because I do want to cover that. That left a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth about her work life, not her as a person. Because I do love Raven, and I always will. But just something that happened that we'll get into that later. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
I promise.
It's okay. It's not. But you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I've encountered myself. That's the wrong way to say it. I've put myself in places with people that are all kinds of different ways, and you have to appreciate them for what it is. Because of you, I get to like talk to you and heal a wound from that time period when we were younger. That I probably wouldn't get to do if I didn't understand that. You know why you like to shake shit up? Like, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's
I'm a fire starter for sure.
Yeah.
It's like fire taste.
And I didn't understand that when I was younger.
Huh?
I didn't understand that when I was younger.
And I didn't either. I think that's a part of it too. Like growing up, and Deborah said this to me. Deborah was like, you can change the energy of a room, so you have a responsibility.
I love Deborah, by the way.
I didn't really get what that meant, and I didn't really understand like that responsibility.
And it didn't help that you love Coca-Cola, because you were all hyped up on Mountain Dew going ham, girl.
No, but I still have a lot of energy. I mean, people like, she like told me not to drink any more tea, but then like I just had like, I watched like some old interviews because people are dredging me up like they remembered I'm alive this week, and I hate it. And I watched like an old interview, and I was like, oh my God, why won't she shut the fuck up?
Oh my God.
Sweet baby Jesus, girl, stop. Like, you talk.
At least she's self-aware.
Yeah.
At least she was.
See, I do appreciate, that's why I appreciated that about her, is that she's self-aware.
Yeah.
So much. So,
by the way, I said this already. Mountain Dew, fucking gross. Sorry, that's my drop alarm. Let me do that while we're watching this.
I can understand that part.
Yeah.
I find root beer and Dr. Pepper gross.
I actually used to find root beer gross until recently because it's been hot, and we fully cut out Pepsi, at least, an everyday drink. And root beer is actually not that bad, at least when it's cold and when it's only
Yeah. Yeah.
So what?
So, I don't know.
Tell me.
I have nothing to tell you except, I do have music coming out. And no, you didn't. Awesome. And no, you didn't rat me out when I was younger.
I know. I was upset about that though.
That was
I don't know why. Because like I don't get like, because I'm not like famous, so I don't get people like messaging me. Like that doesn't happen.
Keely, you're famous. Calm down.
No, not
People
like
know
that.
you, cuz. People know you.
Yeah, no, they remember every now and then when somebody says something, but like for the most part, I can live in relative obscurity. So then when I saw that,
I guess it's a good thing.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So when I saw that, I was upset just because I was like, all right, now fuck. I'm a colorist, I'm a racist, I'm a bully, and now I'm a homophobe. Like, fuck. Like, no.
I need to find that
Girl, you got
video.
'em all.
I do too.
Super fun.
I think what they're trying to say is Raven, that she supposedly outed Raven, which Raven just said, no, you didn't. So I don't know who started that rumor.
Oh.
Because remember, Raven was not out publicly until at least 2015. That's when I remember her talking about her sexuality. So
Yeah. The thing is that then and now, I don't think I would put it past Kiely to do that if she was at outs with Raven.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, so everybody's been asking about Cheetah Girl stuff, and like in the interviews that I've seen that I got sent to me,
But you have a lot to say about that, yeah.
it's like there's like a thing, and like even you said it in your DMs, like that's coming to middle ground, and like I never really figured we would ever do another Cheetah Girls. It was never in my thought.
Well, you're wrong.
But I just want to, from my just point of view, what's the middle ground? Like, why didn't you do the third one? For real.
The cliquish way that there was during that movie made me feel excluded from my original team.
God bless that baby's heart.
To begin with, but I felt excluded. And there was someone.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right.
And there was someone there, because you know me, and that's when me and Belinda really started being friends, because we felt ostracized.
I recommend you do a deep dive of her.
I'll add it.
And you know, we have other things that just led up to that moment. That
so what she's saying is Kiely, Sabrina, and Adrian were in a clique because obviously we know, me and you, that the trio toured minus Raven because she was busy with That's Raven.
Exactly.
And she only signed on for the film. She did not sign on to be a girl group.
Yeah.
And the other girls did it minus Raven. So that's why by the time they got to the filming of the sequel, I know this just from being friends with Luis and also watching deep dives, that by the time it came to filming the sequel, the atmosphere on set changed because Raven, like she said, felt outcasted because of that, because of them working together more than just the film.
Yeah, and she was also their boss.
Yeah,
so
she was their boss by the time the sequel came to.
Yeah, so
I'm assuming, like, you know, Adrian probably, she's admitted to this too, like, she wasn't always really good friends with Raven, so, you know, that's come later. But yeah.
Now just were weird, personal, outside of business.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that makes sense. I was talking to Sabrina about that, and I was like, I think a lot of it was that we had been touring, and like they put us in like a group, you know? And so we were like this thing, right? And so it was just kind of weird. And I can understand from your standpoint, but like from us, we're like, but she's Raven, you know, like she's, well, you know, like you were. I mean, I'm not trying to, like, you didn't like abuse your power, whatever that is, but you were like, I mean, come on, you still are. You're like Raven, you know?
Yeah, she is fucking Raven. You just have to say Raven and everybody knows who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's Olivia Kendall from The Cosby Show. She's, can't remember her character from Hanging with Mr. Cooper right now. She's Raven Baxter. She's her character from College Road Trip. She's Galleria. Like, she's still, like, relevant to this day.
And she's Monique. She's Monique from Kim Possible, so let's...
Yeah.
But
so
anyway,
well, I haven't seen Kim Possible. It's on my list. But yeah, she's still fucking Raven. Like, she's up there with all those other one-name artists like Cher, Beyonce, Madonna, like all, like, yeah, she's fucking Raven. So yeah.
I don't know how to say. Oh well.
No, what were you gonna say?
I'll talk about it more like at the end of the video, but there's this, I don't know, how do I say it in English? I think that's how you say this in English. Envidia, which is envy, jealousy. And
Yeah, envy.
my
That's the
mom,
word.
yeah, envy. And I'm gonna jump ahead and talk about Adrian a little bit. I'll
Go
talk
ahead.
about it more in the show, but
Yeah, go ahead.
there's a story behind it. But anywho, one of the episodes I was referencing not that or maybe it wasn't a Tory one, but oh no, it was actually a different. Anywho, Adrian talked about a friend because the jealous friend girl chat segment. I think I have to find it anyway. Adrian talked about a friend that they're no longer friends, and her mom, and Mama Milda reminds me a lot of my mom because of the intuitive mom thing, and she
Yeah, my
told
mom was
Adrian
like that
these
too.
exact. Yeah, and she told Adrian this exact same thing that my mom told me with not Isaac, but Mitchell Musso. But anywho, that this friend,
Michaela?
Yes, exactly, Michaela. You got to be careful with this friend because judging by the energy, they envy you. There's just something about them that doesn't see right. They're jealous of you, and they'll do anything to step on you for them to get ahead. Like they're jealous. They're jealous people, and don't let their jealousy cloud their judgment.
Yeah, we've referenced this person before, Isaac. We were in a group chat with this said person with a few other people, and there was this person named Michaela. Obviously, that's not her real name, but and she would send weird, like she would nickname Luis weird nicknames, and because he has accessibility settings on, he would read the messages out loud. So every time, because Luis has told me this, he would be in the car with his family, he would have his phone on do not disturb, specifically her, so that it wouldn't do that. But yeah, I thankfully did not really interact with this said person that often because I did not like her. Yeah. But yeah, let's get back into this.
No, but obviously the point is that everything that and anything that happened will go back to this person. This person was the center of it all.
The agent of chaos and all of this.
Yeah, so this is like, be careful with the patterns because with people who you hang out, and just be careful because when they start to be the center of every story, like I said with patterns, it's best to keep them at arm's length. But yeah, let's continue.
Yeah.
You have one fucking name, okay?
Exactly.
Like, so I guess.
And then let me tell you what you did, Keely. Let me tell you what you did that made me mad.
What?
Back in the day, your little came up to me. You were like, I auditioned for the Cosby Show too.
Oh, this is what I was talking about.
And I didn't get it. I did, and I didn't get it because I'm not a good actress.
Oh, well, hey, at least you're self-aware.
It is true. I did. I did not get the part. I did it. Okay. It's all right.
That was hilarious too. I'm like, come on. And you were so mad at me for that, yo. You're not mad at some point when you were younger. You were like, and I didn't get the part. Damn, I was like, the girl was 3.
Yeah.
She mad?
No, but I didn't hold that in my mind.
Oh,
at
okay,
least you were Raven. You were
Okay,
always like Raven with the one name, and you had like the show on the channel, the first black girl with the show.
3.
Like that was a thing.
Not just the first black girl with the show, but the first black girl with the show named after her on the channel. Let's keep that straight, Keely.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Know. I think it was just a little bit. I mean, I can understand what you're trying to say, and I'm not like, I'm a lot, so I can get it. Especially like if I felt like my back was up against a wall, I'm sure, but I would never try to hurt you, like on purpose.
Well, I appreciate that, sweetheart, and I release any pain towards you that I have, and I cancel, clear, and delete it.
Oh, good. That sounded very religious.
That response from Keely sounded a little passive aggressive, but that's just my opinion. Like, it also sounded sarcastic a little bit. Like, oh, good. Like, it sounded very sarcastic.
I will lie if I were to tell you that I do respond to people like that.
Yeah. Well, we talk to each other like that all the time, but we're actually like we don't really mean it what we're saying though.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It did.
I mean, we hold on to things, and we can hold on to a grudge, and I tend to them like little pets. And so you got to release it, and I cancel it. So thank you.
Well, good.
Look, somebody's rude. Let me tell y'all, first of all, for everybody on here looking for us to be messy, rude and disrespectful to y'all, not every situation has to end ratchet. So you're welcome. I can't stand people. Get off my line.
I can't either.
Yeah. No, but it's not you. It's me. Well, it probably, I don't know. See, I was like, well, I'm sure like you were on The View and like you did all that stuff. And on those shows, you put yourself out there so much. So I'm assuming like you get it more. But
The View. She even admit that The View wasn't the controversial best era for her.
No, because she was a little messy on that. Let's be honest. There was some.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments, which I actually want to react to it here. I don't know if we'll get striked because it's a talk show segment, but is her singing on there? No, her singing. I always go back to that moment when I can't remember who's with singing. Oh, Michelle Collins sings after her. We're not gonna watch that, but Raven singing, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're good. You have music." She's like, "Yeah, 5 albums," and I'm like, I love that clip because she sings so good, and I forget that every time. But the way oh my God. She starts out a little nervous. You can hear it in the voice, but then she gets the confidence by the end. One of my favorite moments of Raven on the entire time of her on that show. Like,
yeah.
I'll find it. If we get striked, I'll edit this out of the YouTube version, but it'll be fine on Spotify because obviously it's music. But yeah.
With my 152,000 followers.
Turn up, girl. Yes. Rock it. Look, shake what your mama gave you, girl.
They have really strong feelings about me. And I'm like, okay, you just feel that way. What you gonna do? No. But I think, regardless, I don't want anybody to think that the Cheetah Girls was, and it fucking sucks that that's how you felt. And I really wish, like, we could have sat down and talked about it then, because that's so, like, what I've been saying is antithetical to what the Cheetah Girls was about.
Okay, I think we covered enough.
The same thing. It's like, that's not what it was about. Yeah. And every single time you go to
it's 22 minutes. I feel like we got to the meat of that conversation. And I'm like, I know we said we were going to watch the whole thing, but I'm like, other stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I was going to fast forward to her refusing to the Adrian thing.
Is that at the end? Do you know where that is? Hold on, we are... How far into this are we? We are...
Well, I think
11 minutes in, so we're halfway through. Well, you know what?
Let's try doing the track position thing. You know, when you fast forward.
Guitar outfits because we thought we were very cute.
Oh shit!
Just count to 5 for me for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay.
1.
Okay, rewind it a little bit.
Say that. Come on, like.
Okay, a little bit more.
No. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be mad. Talk to Adrian.
Oh yeah.
Do I have to talk to Adrian?
Because you're the fire one. You know what's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to take up too much of your time, and honestly, I don't want to like.
But you know what's the next one? You know what's next in the list?
What?
Come on, I'm not the only one.
What are you saying?
You gotta talk to Adrian, dude.
What? Why do I have to talk to Adrian?
Because you're the firecracker.
That was such a child fucking response. Why do I have to do it? They started it.
Exactly. See, this is why I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to make. She didn't grow. She's not. She's not growing it.
Yeah. So that's all we're gonna do with that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Like I said, child response, and to think that this was 6 years ago and it's still kind of going on. Like I said, I do think they're still reconciled. Like her and Raven, I don't think, because she didn't say this, unless she comes out later and says, oh my God, fuck you guys. I think her and Raven are still good, but I think in terms of character-wise, it's fine that Aqua's not back, in my opinion. I'm good.
Another lesson that I learned that me and Danny learned with Isaac is to spot real friends from like seasoned sort of, fake friends, when the way they act, when they make certain backhanded comments or certain things that are dressed up that I thought were genuinely humor, like when they like say
Okay,
things like, "Oh, I'm more famous than you." Like, be careful. Like, don't
also to this day, I find
let that.
this rude. Luis still doesn't really find this rude, but they used to call him Luisa. Again, we're not getting into all of our personal drama, but I always found that backhanded and rude. You know, but that's just my opinion. Like, I don't know, it was really rude, kind of homophobic, even though this particular person is gay himself. But I found it homophobic. I don't know if you did. I found it homophobic.
Yeah.
Like a little, just because you have a more feminine sounding voice. I always took it like that's what it was to me, like a little homophobic. But that's my opinion. And yeah, like that's beyond the point. But this situation kind of relates to like our own personal things. That's why I wanted to bring that
It
up.
does. And like, if you're nervous about rekindling, honestly, the way I found it is like, if I have this like on edge feeling, I
Like
don't
your
really.
gut.
Why do I? Yeah, like, and the thing is, yeah, I'm not gonna rekindle with you. And 9 out of 10 with the people that I like cut ties with. Later, I found out, thank God that I did. And honestly, let's just say if she were to make try to like make a reconciliation to Adrian, I would love to see how that come out, because Adrian has admitted on the show, that when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And you know how Scorpios are. And
Yeah.
like, I'm not one, but I'm the son of one. And the thing is, and Taylor Swift has said this, being a Sagittarius, you can forgive,
But you
but
can't
I'm not.
forget.
Yeah, because how's that going to look like? How's that going to look like if, let's just say she did ask, let's just say if Akka was back, how would that look like? With both Raven and Adrian being executive producers,
Yeah.
how is she gonna take their direction? She's gonna be like, "Oh well, you guys are all that because you guys are throwing shade at me because both of you are the Disney darlings, and I only had one movie, and Sabrina and I only did this movie, and we weren't on other shows." And then Sabrina's gonna be, like, Sabrina is the what I call the neutral person. Like, she's not like totally opposite
She's
of what
Switzerland.
is. Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's gonna pretty much let's just say it's gonna be Spain, but in Africa, and Kentucky Fried Chicken all over again, mashed up in one.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't believe I forgot. But
Is
on
it
a
Sophia
lighter
Bush?
note, yes, Sophia Bush is
I was
gonna
thinking
be
the
in
same
the
thing.
movie. How
Yeah,
do
so
you feel about that?
we talked about One Tree Hill in episode 2. Me and Luis, more me because I own the show on DVD. I have some merch. We are huge fans of One Tree Hill. In fact, we didn't bring this up. Did we talk about in the pre-show us meeting in real life?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I mean, we
well,
did the pre-show. We did, but when
no,
we
before we
recorded,
recorded, I can't remember.
yeah, we did.
So me and Luis, there's like a 99.9% chance that we're gonna be meeting soon because he doesn't live that far from my mom. And like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna be up there for a month and a half to probably 2 months. So that's most of August because I'm gonna be up there the second week or the first week, and probably all of September. And Luis, my mom already agreed to this. We're gonna be, whether he stays with me or he stays in a hotel, we don't know. We haven't figured this out yet, but we're gonna be meeting. Big chance, and we might watch One Tree Hill with my mom because that's another one of that's her favorite as well. But yeah, so Sophia Bush being in Cheetah Girls is kind of two worlds meshing together. Like,
What did your mom think about that? Had you told her?
I haven't told her yet, but I think she'd watch it because she has watched Cheetah Girls. I haven't.
I was gonna say, did she watch? Was she? I know you told me she watched a lot of teen, but did she watch Disney Channel growing up?
With me. So she's seen the famous Jet Jackson. She's watched Raven. She's watched Good Luck Charm. Like, she's watched pretty much most shows that I've watched too. Whether it's Nick or Disney.
Yeah, because at the time, like, Disney Channel will air stuff that, like,
She was 21 when the first film came out.
Really? I thought she was 17. It was 2003.
No. I was born a year later. Remember?
Yeah, no, I thought she was
born in 1982.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, because they would air stuff that like even 21-year-olds were watching Disney Channel in 2003. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
I'll
I
have
was
to
the only
ask to
one
make
who watched.
sure, but I do think she's seen Cheetah Girls.
Yeah.
Know for a fact that she's seen, Raven because of me. So, moving along, we have another thing to talk about. Last Friday, for you guys. Last Friday, British pop star Charli XCX released her new album, Music, Fashion, and Film. Well, Music, Fashion, Film. And I absolutely loved it. I had no, especially after Brat, I had no, I knew I was going to like it.
Yeah, me too.
I was more worried about you, actually. I don't know why. I didn't think you would have liked it, to be honest. Considering this is more of a rock sound. I didn't think I would either. It's more of a rock sound. I'm not saying you wouldn't like it because it was rock. I was like, is it going to be up there as much as Sucker, which is the last time she's experimented with rock? Yeah. And when you told me you think it's like number 3, I'm like, wow, that's exciting. Because it's been a while since I think we've agreed on an album, I think, right?
Yeah.
So what are your top 3 or 5 if you have top 5? And let me know and I'll get into mine.
Well, let me go to my music because...
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing because I've only listened to it once. But I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm just, it takes me a while to get back to a new album and then listen to it again. Unless it's like someone like Gracie Abrams or Taylor or something like that.
So okay, so I haven't ranked them like my top 3, but I'm just going off from the ones that I favorited. So my favorites are SS26.
Yes.
2007. A little Britney reference right there,
Yes,
Blackout.
it is, which is it's her second Britney reference.
Although it's like the Blackout era because what they did to her, like
it's an amazing body of work, but what inspired the body of work, they can all fuck off.
Yeah. I'm Afraid.
So relatable, by the way.
Mine too. Persona. Magic Metal Montana. Oh, I favorite
it. It's a good song because it's a love letter to A.G. Cook, who's her longtime producer.
Oh yeah, then that's why it is my favorite.
I love when artists do that. Taylor's done that before too. She's referenced Jack, or she made a whole song about Jack, and I love that.
Yeah. Oh, and then No One Lasts Forever.
Yes, it's so sad, but it's relatable.
It is. You know what? I'm surprised that I didn't favorite the single. I forget the name, but it's
No, you did. You favorited one of them, SS26. The first single was Rock Music. Then the second single was SS26. The third single was Wink Wink, and then
that's the one. That's the one that I did. I forgot to favorite is Wink Wink.
But then the current single right now that came out with the album was Camera.
But those are my favorites. What are your favorites?
So I have a top 5. Oh, so not mean to do that. I hate Spotify for that sometimes. Okay, my top 5 is rock music, and I'm going in order of the album, not in order of my ranking. So my top 5 are rock music, SS26, Camera, 2007, and Persona, which me and Luis talked about this. In fact, he told me first because I was finishing up a show that I was watching at the time, which I'm bringing this up on camera, but I forgot to mention this, Luis. I also wanted to add a new segment at the very end, which we're going to do this. What are we binging? We'll get to this when we get to that, but I just wanted to reference that. This has to do with this. But I was finishing up my binge of Heartland season 19 when you told me that Persona was supposedly about Taylor. It's not, based off the lyrical content. I don't think it's about Taylor.
I still think it is, but anyway.
Because she referenced this person as a best friend. I don't think they were ever best friends. Ever. They were probably close, but I don't think they were ever best friends. So that's what confused me on, how is this about Taylor?
Now, let me be clear. I don't think the whole song is about Taylor, but I'm not gonna deny that didn't cross her mind, because one of the reasons why I love Brat is because how honest she is, and the thing with Taylor and Charlie X, they're artists.
And they're also
they're
very
artists,
similar
and
with that they do talk about
yeah,
insecurities and all of that.
exactly. So like, I don't think it was like a full on like it wasn't bad blood like Katy
No,
Perry.
it was not a feud. All Charli said in the song, which by the way, to clarify, Sympathy as a Knife is not fully about Taylor Swift. It was one line. And of course, because they're artists,
Yeah,
and it's Taylor Swift and Charli XCX, it was blown out of proportion. The one line was backstage. I see her. She's something like along the lines with, because it was when she was dating Maddie. She was at a 1975 show, and we all know Charli at the time was dating George, the drummer. Now that's her husband. Was there at a show, and all she said was, "Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up." Which great on Charli. No one wanted them together, so at least we were, all with her on that. But that's the one line, and of course, people online took it and ran with it.
Yeah, that's what the description. I don't know if the description on Spotify said it too, but the description on Apple Music was like, "That's probably going to happen with Persona." I'm surprised, given that it's the third day, that you and I haven't seen any chatter online over that.
I haven't seen anything about it either. And Charli is a big enough artist. She is a big artist too.
Yeah, like I won't admit she ain't as big, but she is a big enough artist to where she has had mainstream hits. But it's like that's why I like Brat, because she was honest. Like, that's I do respect someone that is honest and transparent to say, "Hey, look, I'm a jealous person." Like, but that's me. Like, and she even said it on the first line, "I don't want to share the stage."
Yeah.
I don't want to, and that's a real person. And that's what both, like, and we're both, Charli and Taylor fans. We love about pop music today that get even 10 years ago, where it's coming straight from the heart, and it's coming from the person themselves. It's not like corporate, like, I don't know, like, "Oh, baby, I want to get into the car with you," type of, like, not that that's not fun.
There's anything wrong with that. We do listen to that stuff, but I get what you mean.
But it's like stuff that's autobiographical and tells a story. It really attracts more of a fan base than, I'm sorry, I love Meghan Trainor. Then all about that bass, bass, more trouble. And
no trouble.
We talked about this last year, like when. Yeah, exactly.
And I will say, something I applaud is I can hear a little bit of the Brat in terms of lyrics in this album.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I liked about this album as well, that it had that Brat sentiment as well. And that's actually why I liked about Sucker as well, is it did have that sentiment. It had that party girl sentiment, but it also had a sentiment of feelings, of emotion.
Well, yeah, Boom Clap is the prime example of the feelings
when you're in love. Yeah, exactly.
But I will say though, like, I want to clarify, Sucker was technically a pop punk record. This is more of a pop rock record. So there is differences in that. But I love how she's back to the rock space, because I think she really does well with it.
Yeah.
And I will say, she has the husband of a rock band, and the drummer of a rock band as her husband. So, that kind of does help as well.
Was her husband credited in any of this? I haven't seen the credits.
No, he was heavily credited in Crash and Brat, but I don't know. I've seen AG Cook all over this album, though. Which,
I have to.
That's like her Jack Antonoff, so that makes a lot of sense,
Yeah, and they did tell that in the description that was her collaborating. Do you think we'll see a deluxe, like with Brett? I did not like that. Do you think we would see a deluxe?
Oh, I think we will. I think every album she's
had.
I think every album she's had, except for the mixtapes, have all had deluxes. Wait, no, let me look.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
I hated the remix album except for 3 songs, but I did love the deluxe of Brat, though. The original deluxe, not the remix album.
I was gonna say, I did not like I only like the Toy Savant one.
I only liked the Troye Sivan one, the Billie Eilish one, obviously, and the Ari one. Yeah, so the 3 deluxe tracks, I know you like these ones because you sent me this before, are Hello Goodbye, Guess, obviously the original Guess, and Spring Breakers, which is the one that is remixed with... Oh, and Kesha. I keep forgetting her and Kesha have a remix of Spring Breakers. I love that one too. But yeah. So I'll even go to the remix album.
And the one with Lorde.
Well, obviously. I'll even go to the remix
one with
album.
Lorde, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I'll go to the remix album, and the only ones that have marks are the ones I like. So here are the ones. The 360 remix I love. Sympathy is a Knife remix with Ariana I love, because Ariana has an original verse to that song. Like we said, the Talk remix with Troye Sivan. The Von Dutch remix. Oh, I forget about that one as well. I love the Addison Rae remix as well. The remix of So I with AJ Cook. AG Cook. I gotta clarify because AJ Cook's on Criminal Minds. I don't know why I keep saying that. And then the Girl So Confusing remix. Like I said, Guess remix with Charli. Oh yeah, I Think About It All the Time remix with Bon Iver. I love that one as well.
Oh yeah.
And then the Spring Breakers remix with Kesha. But other than that, the rest of the album's garbage, in my opinion. It's probably if we don't listen to the other people too. It also has to do with it.
Yeah.
But also to answer our own question, Crash has a deluxe, Brad has a deluxe. Oh, and that's it. So yeah, her most recent albums are the ones with deluxes. Hello?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Worried.
Oh,
sorry. I'm going to edit this part out with us saying this, but we've had some tech issues. I was worried. Okay.
But I was going to ask, how's Big Brother this week?
Oh yeah, so let's go into Big Brother. So, did I go into detail last week about like the drag queen and all of that? Did I talk about that?
If it was about Ariana Grande's brother, I think you did.
Okay, so if I didn't, so Big Brother 28 this season, so fucking good. In fact, I told you this yesterday. I'm like, oh, I just watched Big Brother. It was so good. So me and my little brother, like I mentioned last week, and this will be a recurring thing that we would talk about, is my recap of Big Brother. So another week of Big Brother in the books. So Monday's episode. So like I said last week, there is a drag queen in the house, and I did talk about this. Remember I told you that it makes gay people look bad. Yes. Okay, now I'm conflicted.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm conflicted. I'm like, do I hate him? Do I not? And I'll tell you why. So like I said last week, he was gaslighting and manipulating a fellow house guest by like saying, oh, my mom died. And you feel like the closest thing to a mom. Well, guess what? His mom really did die. And I thought it was a lie because he looked at the camera after he did that and he like laughed like to himself, like with his hands over his mouth, and he like winked. So I'm like, oh, out of the house. I want him evicted. So he was on the block this week, as well as Rome, another house guest, who is currently in a showmance, by the way. He's dating a fellow house guest named Lyric, who is from Hawaii, who is also on American Idol, by the way. The most recent American Idol, like with Katy Perry and Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan, but yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was on the block with her and Melody, another house guest. So what they do is Monday we find out who gets put on the block. We found out it was those 3 people, and it ended with him getting up and throwing a big bitch fit. I can say that because I'm queer. And it ended with him and Angela like, oh wait, you want to go there, and that's where it ended. So Wednesday we pick up with the fight. And she airs out everything I just said that he did to her, because she did find out about all that. And they have a huge fight. Like, this has not happened in years where they have a fight after finding out who might be leaving. So then we get into the BB block, or no, we get into the veto comp. So what the veto comp is the people who are nominated to go home, the head of household, who's the person who nominates them to go home, and then 2 other people go into an arena and they do these challenges to try to see who gets the power to take someone off the block and replace them with somebody else, or don't do anything and leave them how it is. So the head of household, which I don't think has ever, from what I've seen, has ever happened, got the power of veto. So he had 2 powers this week. He took Lyric off the block, replaced her with her boyfriend Rome. And that's how Wednesday's episode ended. Fridays or Thursdays, which I watch on Fridays with Nick, Rome got sent home. Jason won the BB blockbuster, which means he's safe. He won't be sent home. And then after that, it's between two people. The house guests vote on these two people. It shocked me, but Lyric voted for her boyfriend. I didn't get this. They're still together, from what I know. And he went home. And then here's where I said I'm conflicted. So they do this bi-weekly thing where it's called BB Unlocked, where Jerry O'Connell, who is a former co-host of The Talk, so him and Julie have that in common, Taylor Hale, who won BB 24, and Derek Levasseur, who won Big Brother 17, which I know him from Crime Weekly, a true crime podcast, because guess what? He is a former homicide detective. So he was in Big Brother. He won. And then they showed some behind-the-scenes stuff where we did find out Jason really did lose his mom. And it was actually the season that he was on Drag Race when he lost his mother. I'm not condoning him milking that to like manipulate Angela, but now I'm conflicted because I fully thought he was lying. But now I'm less like, I hate you. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated on whether this changes with him. But yeah, this season's been really good and intense, and like I can't wait for tomorrow because I get to watch another episode.
Yeah. What did you catch some of the live feed?
I don't do that because it has spoilers, because anything on the live feed is fair game for episodes. But I did vote. Remember I told you that you can vote on whoever gets like a power or a punishment? And I voted for Devin, who was the head of household this week. He didn't win. But Angela, who is one of my favorites, got to go into the BB time capsule. Voting for next week's BB time capsule starts tomorrow. So I'm going to be voting every day, 15 a person every single day until it ends on Friday. Angela went in. So like I said, you have the chance to win a power or a punishment from past seasons of Big Brother. She sadly got a punishment. Thank God it was not that severe. She only had to wear like a big uncomfortable costume all week. That was it. But yesterday, me and Nick were a little late. We watched BB Unlocked, where we seen the behind the stuff about Jason, but we also found out what all the powers and punishments are for the season. I didn't really pay attention to the punishments, but the powers, oh my God, I hope my favorites get this. You can get back-to-back head of households, meaning you are in charge of who can go home, possibly. You can also avoid have-nots, which basically is like how it sounds, like have-not. Like you get lousy sleeping arrangements, lousy food. You can get the power to avoid it the whole season. You can get diamond power of veto, meaning you, without winning the power of veto, can put someone on the block if you want to. Like, there's just so much this season that has me so intrigued, and I can't wait.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's what's been happening on Big Brother. And we are approaching week 3. So, yeah, it's heating up, and I can't wait to watch more. And that is the end of my Big Brother 28 recap for the week.
What have you been binging? I think I know the answer to that.
So, and I think there's a delay, by the way, because that was a long pause before you started speaking. I just finished my 2-year binge of Heartland, which is a show that I got into at the end of 2024. I had heard of it. I'd seen a little bit here and there with my aunt and my mom because we watched a little bit of it, but I had no memories of it. It's a show about a family who runs a horse farm, like a horse ranch, and the main character like heals horses and cures them of trauma and all this. I finished season 19 a couple days ago, and I'm on my next binge. So last summer, it's another show I grew up watching, but I wanted to watch the whole universe. Last summer, which Louis can attest to this, it was during the time he was binging The Summer I Turned Pretty. But last summer, I started the NCIS universe, which is a big police procedural franchise on CBS that's been on the air since 2003. It's about a group of Naval Criminal Investigative Service agents. They investigate any Navy or military crimes. And I started the universe last summer. And I started the spinoff NCIS Los Angeles, which starts during season 7 of NCIS. But it's not streaming on anything, so I had to watch it on a site. The site stopped working, so I had to stop because I'm that kind of person who needs to watch spinoffs when they happen. Again, Luis can attest to this. I like this with any show that has a spinoff. But finally, I have a big list of over 100 working sites similar to the site I was using. And that's how I was able to watch the current season of Heartland because it's not on streaming yet and it worked completely fine. I'm on season 8 of NCIS halfway through, and I am almost halfway through season 2 of NCIS LA, and I am loving every minute of it. It's cool because I've never seen NCIS LA, so it's like a first-time watch. And then I'm also continuing my binge of the All-American universe as well.
Speaking of CBS, we were first talking about Big Brother, now NCIS, so we're both on CBS and Paramount. Well,
right now I'm on the DVD, and then I'm moving to Paramount Plus for seasons 9 through the rest of it. But yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend you guys check out those shows if it sounds interesting to you, obviously. I already know what you're binging, but Luis, what are you binging right now?
So...
Oh, and no spoilers, because I do want to get back to this show eventually. And I'm in a new phase of life where I do care about spoilers because, like I said, I used to not really care, but I am having a blast in NCIS LA, and I think the reason why I'm having so much fun is because I know nothing about it, other than like a little bit.
So, well, what do you mean? I started watching Revenge, and I'm liking it so far. I left off on season 1, episode 12. Ooh, things are heating up, I will say that. But I just finished Housewives, and I want to correct the record on something. That because I kind of hope, given this in the same universe, but Carmen from Devious Maids is with Rosalind Sanchez did make a cameo in the finale of Housewives.
Again, to clarify, he's talking about Desperate Housewives, not the Real Housewives reality television franchise.
Yeah,
that's how the shows are referred to. So every time you say that, I like laugh to myself because I'm like, oh my gosh, I know what he means, but it's just funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Danny has a keen eye for this. Like, forgive me for it, but this is the second time this happened because on the Hannah Montana.
Yes, I know you're talking about.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe I did not catch it. But then, to be fair, I don't rewatch finale episodes because they're already sad. Yeah, they're too sad. Even despite how good they are. And that included the Hannah one. So I forgot that Amber and Ashley made an appearance, given that they were off the show already, like at this point for like 3 seasons.
No, 1 season, remember? Because there was one cameo. They were in the episode where Miley gets her license, remember? And they were bragging that she got a new car. That was their last appearance before they came back for the last episode.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what I was like.
Too, so yeah.
Although, no, that was season 2.
That was season 3 episode. We'll talk about how it's on Disney Plus. That was season 3 episode 2. Ready, Set, Don't Drive. I think it's the episode.
But the one that I'm talking about is the one the diabetes one.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right.
But that was the season 2 one.
Yeah,
but what it doesn't. Even though what they did is that was going to be the season 3 premiere, but it wasn't. It was it was a season 2. What do you call them? Not flashback, but like because they went out of order. Like it was a leftover from the last season.
They call that a holdover. They call that a holdover.
Yeah, it was a holdover, which I don't get why they were going to use that as a season 3 premiere if they had the music from season 2. But anywho, I digress.
And what we're going to be talking about next week on this segment, or do you want to make it a whole episode? We can talk about this off camera. But next Tuesday, the 4-part finale event of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place premieres on Disney Plus, August 4th, which it cannot come at a perfect time because not only is that the 8-year mark since I lost my Meemaw, but that is also the day the trial starts. And it could not come at a perfect time. So it comes out August, I believe either August 3rd on Disney Channel and August 4th on Disney Plus, or August 4th on Disney Channel and August 5th on Disney Plus. But we will be recapping all 4 episodes since they are, I believe, I could be wrong, 4 20-minute episodes because they filmed it all in April. And if they filmed it all in the whole month of April, they're only 20-minute episodes. But it's already been confirmed. Harper Finkel and Mason Graybacks are so far confirmed to be in the premiere. They could very well be in multiple, but they did release a sneak peek of the premiere.
Oh, yeah.
it looks like Alex is trapped in an alternate reality, and Harper is her roommate in this alternate reality. Because if we all remember, she goes into this like portal to try to stop the main villain of the show, and we don't know what happened. But we know what happened now. She's trapped in some alternate reality dimension where her and Harper are roommates. And I'm assuming Mason's like a neighbor or something, because based off the set photos, Harper and Alex are wearing the same outfits from that sneak peek in the photo with Greg Sulkin. So, yeah.
Shit, we should show them the trailer.
I will show them the trailer because I can't find the trailer. I was looking earlier, but I will show them the sneak peek, though, because you haven't even heard the sneak peek yet, so it'll be new to you. Let me find it.
Yeah, it would be. Excuse me.
Hold on, let me find it. It's on my reposts. This is why I love the Instagram repost feature, because sometimes when I can't find something, I'm like, thank God I reposted that. Okay, hold on.
Plus, it'll save in your history.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Alex, I'm back! Not for long. Harper? What's with the creepy voice? Oh, sorry. I was doing laundry and I inhaled a lungful of lint.
Harper hasn't changed at all, has she?
No.
What are you doing here? What do you mean? I live here with you, our roommates. Is everything okay? I don't think so.
That's the sneak peek. And it says at the end, let me let it load. Yeah, Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, 4-part series finale event. Okay, it is. August 4th on Disney Channel and August 5th on Disney Plus. If I'm not wrong, me and Luis are set to record the Monday before, but I think we'll postpone it so we can recap it the next time we record, hopefully. But yes, I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
I am bummed it's only 4 episodes, but I am just glad that they were able to wrap it up. Like, it's not outright canceled.
Plus, with a show like this, I'm kind of glad it's 4, because sometimes what they do when I was a 20, they would have really random episodes where,
AKA filler episodes.
Yeah, and I felt like they didn't make any sense. And
okay, I love a good filler episode, but this version of Wizards is highly serialized.
Yeah.
Like, it actually has an arc since the pilot. It was Alex, well, at the time, I mean, you both knew. Their personalities are so similar, but Alex comes with this girl named Billy.
Yeah.
She has a prophecy that brings the end of the world. That's been the whole storyline this whole season. It was not, oh, we have a family competition to do. We'll see who wins. That's not the point of this show. The show's point has been about Billy and then obviously now Alex. And it's been confirmed we are going to meet Alex's husband and Billy's dad. And we all know it's not Greg Sulkin because they've cast somebody. It would have been very, very a little tone deaf to have a black girl to have 2 parents. I mean, I get what they would have said, like she's adopted. But I was hoping, I don't want Mason to be her endgame because I kind of stopped shipping them during season 4 when he was that obsessed, couldn't take a hint X when they were broken up during the apartment 13B storyline. I hated him after that. The whole Wizard of the Year when he went off on her because he was jealous.
Yeah.
I was done with them after that. And I was okay with them being an endgame at the end of the show. But when we came back and like he wasn't referenced, I'm like, yes, she's not with him. So I'm fine with them not, because I think they're more suitable as a high school love and they work long term.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on that. I am happy he's back because I love a good legacy character return.
Me too.
But I don't want them together. And if they try to be like, oh, Alex is going to get a divorce now that she has her memories back, but maybe like seeing Mason is going to be like, because we know she's married because in the flashback when she sent Billy to WizTech and then erased her and Justin's memories, she had a ring on that finger. So she is married to her dad, to Billy's dad. So I don't want her a whole reverse of that.
What if she was, wait, is the villain black?
Yes, because he's Billy's grandfather.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. I was going to see something really, that's right. No, because I was going to see something really bad. I was going to be like, what if she's, well, it can be just as bad. What if she's married to the son of the villain?
She is, because it's Billy's grandfather.
Duh.
And the reason
Like,
why
what
the
if
grandfather is the villain is because Billy's like supposed to be the most powerful wizard, and
Yeah.
you
Like,
know,
what-
all that.
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, what if he takes part of the dad's footsteps? I mean,
I don't think he will, because I think
Yeah.
the whole spell worked on the Russos, and I think Billy's dad as well, where they forgot who,
Oh.
you know, their relation to her. So, because they did it to protect her, and according to the trailer, she tries to get rid of her powers because, of course, she's gonna feel guilty because her mom did it to save her. And
Yeah.
it didn't work because Billy's so powerful. So, I mean, hell, she's the daughter of the family wizard, so of course she's gonna be powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming maybe, I have a feeling I know why she might be powerful. Maybe her dad is a family wizard as well, and two family wizards having a kid, like, births some, like, very powerful kid, maybe. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I will say the timeline's a little off because it's not even been 15 years since the show. Well, actually, it almost has been. Never mind. I would say maybe in the show it's been 20 years, because that means Alex would have had to have met her husband like right after Alex versus Alex, because
Exactly.
like
they did that. They did that with Raven too, because
yeah, like the kids, the ages of Justin's kids don't make sense either.
Same with the kids with Raven's home, because she would have to been knocked up on her senior year.
Yeah, because it was only 8 years from Raven to Raven's home. So yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well, 10 by the time it came out, but 8 when the show went into development.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's our thoughts on that. I can't wait. I honestly, like, I was sad when they announced in April it was ending, but I'm just glad it's ending properly. Like, they got a final season.
Yeah.
They were able to wrap the arc up. And I'm just like, you know, we're not going to get another reboot. We know that. This is the end of the franchise.
We better not get another
in a show aspect.
We better not get another reboot in general. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to segue.
I'd be fine with movies, but I don't want another. Like, I'd be fine with more Wizards movies.
Oh no! All I have to say is after they better not do what I call now a Descendants, where they pull some weird trying to. That was really. I'm good. No more. I feel like they.
Oh yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Descendants, Wicked World. Our thoughts. I hated the movie.
Yeah.
Luis loved it, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I hated it. And that's coming from me looking back on what I review all the movies I watch on this app. I went back, I'm like, okay, what did I give Descendants for? I gave it a 4.5 stars. And I do think I'll stand with that if I were to go back and rewatch it, because it is a good film. Because I think it's because Uma was in it.
Yeah, that's why I liked the last one, because of who was. Yeah. No, I could see why. Like, I only liked it because who was in it, but even I was like, oh dear, no, we're fine. Not to mention, it wasn't audio described because they put it on TV before streaming.
Yeah, and Caitlin McKillop, who I've watched for a long time, she used to be known as Kate Loves Disney. I know you've watched her as well. I didn't watch a recap of it, but the title of it was Descendants 5 is good. And I'm like, or is actually good. I'm like, is it? Or am I watching the same movie? Because my reactor a little bit ago just posted a video to Patreon reacting to it, because she reacted to the whole franchise not that long ago. And a little review. I didn't watch the full little caption she gave it, but I think she liked it as well. And I'm like, are we watching the same movie? Because Red's sister was so fucking annoying. I wanted to punch a wall, which has me scared, because I don't know if you knew this, Luis. Her sister is the star of Camp Rock 3. You know that, right? Like, she's the female lead. So I hope to God she's not unbearable in that, too, because I'm like, oh my God, I didn't like her.
They did a Disney Channel. Yeah, they did a Disney Channel Easter egg. I didn't like the sister either. And I was like, oh, shit.
And I also felt like Brandy wasn't needed in this. And I loved her in the fourth one. What were her scenes, really? Honestly, what were her and Rita's scenes, other than just them throwing them in there because their kids were the leads? I don't know.
Yeah, their scenes were like trying to get in touch with the referencing Uma.
Yeah, they did have a reference to Uma. Yeah,
and like trying to like confront the time, which I don't get the time traveling thing. Like, it didn't make any sense.
It created this is why when you do time travel stuff, you have to map it out well.
Yeah,
to make sense, because time travel in anything creates a paradox. Like, oh my God, what happens? Like, are they always going to be going back in time? Like that kind of thing. And like it created a sister out of thin air. It created the way for the villain. And I was like so confused. Yes, I love that Awkwafina played the cat, but other than that, like I recognized her voice instantly. Obviously, it's Awkwafina, but it was a mess. I hated the villain. I hated how predictable. I knew the sun was going to turn against red. I just knew it. That was predictable. Didn't even bother saving the music, even though it was catchy. It didn't do that. What else? Yeah, I just hated this movie so much. And also, I feel like the press tour is more interesting than the movie. There's some drama. I told this to Luis too. There's very Selena, Miley, Olivia, Sabrina drama going on right now. Apparently Kylie Contrail, however you say her name, dated Malachi Barton, who was on the recent Zombies movie. He played Jenna Ortega's sibling on Stuck in the Middle. He dated Kylie and then apparently broke up with Kylie and moved on to Malia Baker, who plays Chloe Charming, and apparently they are still dating. And so I did go back and to see if people were seeing shit. There was some shade because they were interviewed all together. Like Malia and Kylie were always in the same interviews because they're the co-leads. It looked like Kylie was struggling not to roll her eyes anytime Malia talked, and yeah. Oh, and the other thing I hated was Chloe turning evil and then turning back to being good right away. You know what would have been interesting? If she stayed evil and it set up for Descendants 6, her being evil the whole time, I would have actually watched it. What was that?
Yeah.
What was her turning evil and turning back 15 minutes later? That was pointless.
You know what's going to be what's going to be even interesting? Malachi Barton is also on the Camp Rock 3 with Chloe's sister.
Yeah, oh, I forgot. Yes, he was on that. I seen that in the cast. I completely forgot. But yeah, he's playing the love interest. He's playing like the shade. So there's a lot. I looked at his age.
What if the love triangle turns into, I don't know what would you call it? Like
well, they filmed the movie already, so he's currently dating Malia.
That could flip over. Just saying.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, I looked up his age. He's my brother's age. He's 19, and Kylie is my age. That is weird. I don't know when they dated. I don't know. And then Malia is 20, or I think she's Malachi's age as well. I think she's 19. But it's just, I'm like, Disney just loves a good love triangle. People fighting over boys, because I don't think that happened on Nickelodeon, at least not that we know of. So it's weird how that happens.
It is,
and it happens on every generation. Selena Demi was mine too, but it was mostly yours. Olivia, Sabrina was my generation. And then now Nick's generation is Malachi, Malia, and Kylie. I'm like, wow, every generation has this. It's wild.
Don't forget, I don't know what generation you would call it. Probably want to say like maybe your mom's if she watched Disney Channel, but Brittany's
Christina and Justin, yes. I don't know if Christina and Justin really dated, but there was some like weird things with that relationship, like with Brittany, Justin, and Christina. But yeah, that was my mom's generation. Yeah. So that was insane. So that does fall under the what we were watching thing. Today I also watched Practical Magic with my brother. It's the first time he's watched it. It's one of my favorite Sandra Bullock movies because when we're recording this, it's her 62nd birthday, which girl age is like fine wine because she does not look like she's in her 60s. And then we were going to watch Gravity that she did with George Clooney. I have not watched it yet. But then I got the call about the lawsuit stuff. I'm like, Nick, I'm sorry. I can't watch another movie today. So I'm going to just stick to NCIS and, get ready to record with you. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Is there anything else? I know you watched Hercules yesterday, right? Or was that today?
It was yesterday.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching that because you gave me a list of movies that you think I should watch soon. And that I'm still going to do that. And I think we'll do some of those when you come up to see me.
Yeah, I had a, because of the, the Descendants, I watched of course, the Descendants movies, but the movies of, how do you frame this? I did what Disney Channel used to do, or I think they still do it, where I watch every Disney movie that stars the Descendants, if that makes sense. That stars the parents, basically.
So I'm assuming Cloud 9 with Dove, right? And Adventures in Babysitting, maybe?
No, I mean like the Disney I mean like the Disney movies that they were like, for example, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Did you watch Maleficent?
Yes, I did, sadly. And I say sadly because someone and I started it and never finished it, but I just restarted it.
Oh, who,
And
Isaac?
yeah.
Oh.
Cinderella,
Which one?
the
2012 or
Lily
1953?
2012, that's 2015.
Or my
Um
bad. Why do I always think it's earlier than that? This is not the first time I said that.
well, because they kept announcing it since 2012. That's probably why.
Okay. So did you watch
They
the
do
Lily James version or the animated?
the Lily James one. I might
Okay.
watch the animated later. I watched Alice in Wonderland this morning.
Ooh, animated or live action? I love the live action. Oh my god, it's such a good movie.
The animated.
Okay, I love the animated too. That's like
Yes.
that's one on a rare occurrence that I love both live action and animated. I just love Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland in general. I loved the book as a kid, loved the animated, loved the live action.
And
of course,
yeah. And Snow White, both live action and animated.
Still have not watched the live action, but of course the animated is a special place in my heart. And I think I did watch Snow White and the Huntsman. I did actually like that movie from what I remember, and I did like Mirror Mirror as well.
Yeah, I like Mirror Mirror.
Yeah, but yeah, Cinderella 3 tangent, but the animated Cinderella 3 is one of my favorite animated princess sequels. I love that movie.
I love the second one.
But I think I just like the third one because it has to do with like an alternate reality, like what happens if like stuff like that. I love that those kind of movies and shows. But yeah, I still have yet to watch the live action Snow White. I'm a little scared, not because of the critics, just because I don't know.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Just like the Little Mermaid live action, it fills a lot of gap. Me too. The people were hating on that one as well.
Well, that was more racial. Well, so was the Snow White one too.
Yeah, here's the thing. Both Snow White and Little Mermaid, I felt like needed to be remade because some fillers needed to be filled. Like for Little Mermaid, Ursula, and they did it in the Broadway version, but Ursula was Triton's brother. They addressed her mom or sister. They addressed, they kind of talked about more her mom and more of the prince's background. Something that we didn't see in the original one.
Meaning they gave it an actual story, unlike the Mulan revival, which what the hell was that movie? The Mulan, the live action. I gave it half a star. I hated that movie.
Yeah, I did too. They give the prince a storyline.
Yeah, which they should.
And the original one, they really didn't. And
okay, where were we? Okay, guys, to let you know, you're not gonna notice anything because I'm gonna edit all of the stuff out. But the whole episode, me and Luis have had have had tech issue galore. I'm looking at the chat where our link, the clips that we've recorded are. This is our fourth fucking recording that I'm gonna have to edit into one and then go in and edit all the times when you can hear him stuttering because of the tech issues. So yeah, where were we?
Yeah, like I was saying, Prince Eric had more of a storyline in Little Mermaid in the live action. And as to the live action Snow White, they I mean they were just the critics were looking at a way to be racist when she said there wasn't going to be a prince because there was a Latina Snow White, which is Rachel Zegler brown? I mean, I can't see. So what would it be?
She has a dark complexion to her, but I don't know if she would be brown, in my opinion.
Yeah, and still but the Snow White, there was also some they added some stuff with the storyline that wasn't in the and obviously it was 1937, so it's like.
And they also aged Snow White up because she's 13 in the first one, getting married because it was also the time when people would get married
exactly
young, so yeah.
And the thing is, she was right. She didn't fall in love with the prince, but she did fall in love with the love interest was a commoner. I hate saying it like that, but it was someone who really loved her dad's politics. Part of it is because he was poor, and
yeah.
It had a different message from the original one. Like the original one, I mean the same message, but it was the different in the original one was don't judge a person by its cover. The remake is um don't judge a person by its cover, but also like you um uh, it kindness does go a long way. Kindness is not weakness.
Yeah.
And that's a lesson that unfortunately the queen refused to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's and like and Snow White fought back. I think that's what I liked about it, is that she reclaimed the throne.
I love that.
And yeah, in the original one, she didn't. I mean, of course she didn't. I mean, it's again 1937. The way women were portrayed back then is obviously different then. And I know people are like, "Oh, I hate this new woke Snow White." Dude,
It's not woke. It's modern. There's a difference.
yeah, and so what if it's woke? Like woke
Mm-hmm.
is actually something very important that you refuse to learn till this day, and it does nothing to do with black. It
Which
has to do with
I hate the
being
word woke.
educated.
They're not like it's not woke. It's being aware of the times being
Yeah,
different, being aware of how a lot of things was very oppressive and racist and homophobic. And just because we pointed out, how does that make us woke? It's making us aware of stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's education.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I hate
will
that
to
too.
add to the one to Snow White. As you know, I've mentioned this to you, Louise. Once Upon a Time is one of my favorite shows, and they also changed Snow White a little bit because it's in Once Upon a Time, which aired on ABC from 2011 to 2017 or 2018. They would like take fairy tales and like make their own versions of them without completely changing them. And the reason why the Queen hated Snow White in the show, which I'm glad they changed this, was not for vain reasons. She blamed Snow White for the death of the love of her life. It actually had something that made sense, because the one thing I hate about Snow White is that the Queen hated her because the mirror told her she was more beautiful than her. I hated that. But in Once Upon a Time,
Yeah.
there's actually a reason for it. You know what I mean? So, is it the same on the live action, or is that the same, or is that different?
Uh, it's both. The queen hates her because of her politics.
Okay, so it's more modern as well. Okay.
Yeah, it is. But the mirror still is like she's still the most beautiful one of them all. But
I think
she still hates her.
Gal Gadot is really pretty.
Yeah, but the thing is, the difference is because this Snow White is older. So the thing is, like,
Yeah,
being jealous of a 13-year-old is,
it's
is
weird.
is weird than 18, possible 22-year-old. I mean, not that that does
Yeah.
any less, but it's more appropriate to say the least.
And the only project I've seen Rachel in is The Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and that's actually one of my favorite films in the franchise. So I'm not watching it because of Rachel. It's just I'm very hesitant because we the live action Moana. First of all, Moana is in my top 5 favorite live action Disney, not Pixar, Disney movies. And there was not enough time in between the original release and the live
Exactly.
action, considering the second one just came out 2 years ago. But, or yeah, 2 years ago, the end of 2024. But I'm not even going to go off the critics. I wasn't going to watch it regardless of what the critics said. I don't think there was enough time. And also, this is one of the movies I don't think needed to be redone. The first
Yeah.
one is just so good. But I
Especially
can't
since the
remember
sequel just came out 2 years prior.
exactly. Now, on one that I'm not mad at, on the other hand, and I did tell you about this, I can't remember if you responded to it, but they're making a live action Princess and the Frog. I'm actually very excited for it because Coleman Domingo, who is a very like A-list black actor, is co-writing it. So it's going to have some representation. It's not going to be written by tone-deaf white people trying to appease to a black audience. First of all, Tiana does not have enough like stuff in the Disney realm. Like, to be fair, she's only been in one movie. They canceled the show that they were going to do about her, and she was in Once Upon a Time. That's the only things I've seen her in, and I can't wait. I think this is going to be a good remake. There's a lot of stuff they can do with it. There's a lot of stuff they can add to it. I'm very excited for this one. So I would watch. I don't know if they're going to call it Tiana or if they're going to call it Princess and the Frog 2020, whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
excited about it.
I have I have my own feelings
Because
about.
it's been almost 20 years, so that one I feel like is more justified than Moana.
Yeah, honestly, all I have to say is like when it comes to black, okay, even though Disney has, out of all the studios, has done good, like has been really well with black representation. The reason why, part of the reason why they get this backlash that they get is because the way
It
the
seems
way
performative.
yeah, because why, in addition to Princess and the Frog, how come Anika didn't have another movie besides Princess and the Frog? See, that
True.
is
True.
how many white actresses besides the remake had their own thing. Same with
True.
Halle Bailey. She only had the Little Mermaid remake, but not a movie of her own.
Like her own character and her own IP. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Exactly. Usually, and I notice this with white actresses and even Asian ones, the remakes or sequels are a stepping stone, but then they get their own film. And
Well,
I
with the
just,
exception of Milan. Milan sucked really bad.
oh yeah, it did. I think the pandemic did them a favor, no pun
Yeah.
intended. But like, it's just, and the thing with what I know, that's the thing with Disney at the studio is they're more performative than Disney, like the television or DV. Like a DCOM, we've seen a lot. That's actually why I love Disney Channel, because there was a lot of Latino, Black representation. Yeah, they were written by white actors, but it was actually well represented for its time. I mean, hell, the Proud Family was produced by two Black producers
Mm-hmm.
in the 2000s, but like they didn't take that same formula they adapted for Wonderful World of Disney, with Life Size with Tyra Banks, if
Yes.
or the Brandy Cinderella story.
Which I
If
didn't like that
those
one.
exactly, but Brandy's talented. How come it
Yes.
didn't adapt it to a theatrical role? Like, how come Whoopi Goldberg is the only one that
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. Like they have this thing. It's like, oh, we already have a black actor, so we don't need another one. Type of attitude.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of these racist, and homophobic critics. Because I mean, hell, with Steph and Lena from the Fosters or like the characters from Modern Family, how come they couldn't put that on a theatrical level?
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Well,
we're
because it's
getting
a
the
TV show.
backlash that we are today.
Well, it's because it's Modern Family and The Fosters is a TV show, but I do get what you're trying to say though. Like
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I remember Strange World. Remember? They were refusing to play
yes,
it in certain places, remember?
yes, and same with the
Because the
Lightyear
son
movie.
was gay.
Yeah.
Or not gay, but queer, and he had a boyfriend or a crush.
Yeah, and I remember seeing that, and I was like, same thing with Lightyear, where they actually removed a gay kiss, but they put it back. But when I saw that, I was like, y'all had this before on the television side.
Yeah.
You guys are just adopting this now.
Well, they didn't have a kiss on Andy Mack. They should have. The only thing they came close to was TJ and Cyrus holding hands in the series finale when they started dating, but that's about it.
But like, that's the thing
And
right
I
there.
get what you're saying though. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the television side of things, they're better off. They're it's better diverse represented, but on the global mainstream, like on the theatrical side of things, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like with movies like Princess and the Frog or the Little Mermaid movie, like the fact that Anika Noni Rose, her last project with Disney was Mufasa the Lion King. I mean, that's great, but how come she's not in a movie? I mean, besides Princess and the Frog, what, she's not talented enough as if it were a white princess and the frog?
I know.
See, that's the
And
problem that
Tiana
I'm
is one of
having.
my favorite. Like Princess.
Mine
Okay,
too.
we're talking about Moana being top 5. So Princess and the Frog is top 3. I have memories of going to the theater in 2009 with my grandpa to watch it. I absolutely love that film. I've seen it multiple times. It's one of my favorites. Tiana is one of my favorite Disney characters, and I am excited for this live action. Obviously, I'm nervous because I hold
Oh
Princess and the
my.
Frog to such a high regard because the story in general was like with her family, the restaurant, it was just so beautiful and one of the best stories I think Disney's ever told, in my opinion. That I am nervous, but I'm also excited because Coleman Domingo, I love him. Um, He was recently the Jackson's dad in the Michael movie. I have not watched it yet. I do want to watch it, but I am excited though. But again, I'm nervous for this movie because, of course, it's a retelling live action of one of my favorite Disney films. So, yeah.
We have yet to have a Latina princess. The closest thing was Mirabel, but I don't know if we were, and Elena and Sophia from.
Who's Mirabel?
Oh, Encanto.
Oh yeah, she's a princess.
Indirectly, kind of, but I wouldn't count it as a princess. But
Encanto, I was late to the party, but that's one of my favorite films too.
mine too. But the closest thing to a Latina princess is, well, besides Rachel Zucker, is Elena and Sophia.
Sophia's not Latina. She's white, right?
I think she's part because the mom.
You're right. You're right.
And plus, the kid thing is called Enchantia, so I think she's like white. I don't think she's Latina, more Hispanic or like Spain Spanish. But the one that is Latina for sure is Elena.
Elena Valenlar, yeah. But yeah, so that's everything we're binging. That was a lot, and yeah, as much as I want to keep recording, I am just terrified of it happening again. So I feel like we need to stop.
We do.
But yeah, again, like I'm gonna leave this part in, and then when I said like, oh, we had tech issues, just so people are aware of the tech issues that we had. But everything else, you guys won't even know. We won't even like. Plus, I edited it so well, and I didn't even realize it because it's audio, so it's easier to do that. It didn't even look like we had tech issues last week, but we did as well. So
yeah, no, I mean, I haven't finished the full episode, but with the little that I've seen, like we did really well. So I hope we do just as well with this one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna edit this until probably Tuesday because I have lunch to go. I'm going to lunch with my grandpa tomorrow. And it's already 11. I want to watch some TV and relax, but it will be out on time, like it's always been, next Monday. Obviously, well, today for you guys, but technology was not our friend today. But yeah, that is everything. From now on, we are going to do a kind of like talk show-esque way of things. We kind of started it last week, but like I said, we are going to kick off the show every week from now on with some pop culture rundowns, stuff that I see on social media throughout the week. And then hopefully Luis does the same. And then we will get into the 3 topics like we did this week. The 3 topics and then the What Are We Binging segment, which is how we're always going to finish off the show. But yeah, this has been another episode of Plot Twist. I am your host, Danny Thomas.
And I'm your co-host, Luis Castillo.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this episode and you made it to the end, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the bell to be notified whenever we post a new Plot Twist episode. And if you guys want to follow us on Spotify, the link will be in the description down below. The link to our official Instagram will also be in the link down below. I still have yet to do clips. I promise I'll try to get to it. But like I said at the beginning, a lot is going on in my life right now. But I will get to it as soon as I can. And yeah, I enjoyed talking with you, Luis. It's always fun.
Same here.
But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next
Monday.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.